What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 15 of Wreck Bike Rebuild. I am Chaseontwowheels. My buddy there is Brian. The guy that makes the camera float around is Luke, and this is Wreck Bike Rebuild, where we take wreck bikes and turn them into dream bikes. That's so much more efficient. Do you like that?
I do.
Okay,
I think that works.
Because I thought about that this morning. I was like, oh my God, that's what we're going to start with. So guys, if you don't know what Wreck Bike Rebuild is, we take wrecked motorcycles that we get from who the hell knows how we end up getting wreck bikes, and we make them into dream bikes, and then we give them away. We're able to do that thanks to all the support we get over on Patreon. If you want to potentially be given this motorcycle, go check out Patreon. You can find out all the details over there. Become one of those people that watches this show live. Anyway, on the last episode, it was Christmas. We were saying goodbye to 2018, and to do that, we built this brand new exhaust.
Well, half of it anyway.
Or half of it. Asterisk, or half of it anyway. So what we did was we bought a exhaust kit.
Yes, exhaust pipe kit.
Basically has all these different pipings in it, and we kind of just cut and welded and tacked and
exactly what we did.
All those things. So we have two exhaust pipes. We only have built one, so today we're gonna be trying to build, we're gonna build the other one, but if we feeling good today, gonna get the bike cranked up.
Chase has got a wild hair to hear the exhaust pipe, so
yes.
We're gonna see what we could do about getting the pipes built, and then seeing if we can plug in what we need to plug in and get this thing to fire over so briefly, just a few seconds.
Just a few seconds. Like, you teased me along, you were like, hey, there's a chance we could plug stuff in just to hear it, because if you guys don't know, like, the step after this is like everything.
Well, we do still have a few more little things to work out before we tear it down.
What are those steps? Because I don't know.
We do need to figure out the brake system.
Okay.
Like,
meaning, are we gonna have?
Well, how the arm is gonna fit and what modifications we're gonna have to do to mount the master cylinder, the reservoir, and the line to make the brake pedal and arm and all that stuff work in line.
So we're not as close to rip apart as I thought we were.
No, I think maybe we have like one more episode of fiddling with stuff before we tear it down.
Okay.
After we get the exhaust pipe done, and then we can work on, the controls, the brake and the shift pedal locations and linkages and stuff for that. And then last but not least, before we tear it down, we do still need to tackle the centering of the rear wheel.
So let's build an exhaust. Let's build an exhaust. This pipe is going to be easier than the other pipe. When we did the other exhaust, we started with the headpiece, right? How convenient! I should have reached off camera and been like, out of the oven. Oh, we can all right, cut that. All right, so there's a piece that goes here, but conveniently, we've had one baking at 500 degrees. And here it is. What's this made of?
Steel.
We have a steel, what's it called?
I guess it would be like an exhaust pipe flange.
And here's our steel exhaust flange that just came out of the oven that will be fitting heat in that direction. Should we not put this on, or do we go ahead and put
No, we need to
on?
put that on so we can,
Okay.
yeah. We might want to jack this thing up.
Why is the bike down? I'm about to just sit here and be like, all right, guys, we're going to work on the bike now.
All right, that's more of a workable height, I think.
Yeah, I think my back isn't going to go out as fast. No more talk of these primal things. Because Primus.
Man, you're lucky I'm not holding something heavy right now.
Conveniently, we have
Perfect.
a metal pipe. Wait, this goes on first.
Did you joke about my Primus?
I would never joke about your Primus. I'm failing so hard.
There you go. You got it.
Okay.
And don't go crazy. Just put him on so the thingy doesn't wobble around.
Okay. So now we just play Lego, right? Lego and
Pretty much. We may want to set our saw up and stuff like that.
kids, when working with metal and cutting metal things, it is highly recommended to use these things, respirators, because metal flies into the air and then you can die. And nobody wants to breathe metal except for Brian, who has filters inside of his lungs that he had installed as a young child. Isn't that right, Brian?
Sure.
I'm gonna get this on eventually, and then I'll be safe.
Okay. You can't hear me as good, but I'm safe, and that's probably good.
Or not hearing you anymore is good?
Either of those things. Either of those things is good. I am literally yelling right now.
It sounds like it.
Can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Brian. Do we need a jacket for safety?
Sure. Safety first.
Exactly. These gloves are full of sawdust. I hope they don't catch on fire. Probably won't, right?
I guess we'll find out, huh?
I'm gonna go put my goggles on now. Do you want a face thing? Brian, you should probably have a face thing. Here, have a face thing.
Yeah, when we're actually cutting. All right, I think we should just start by cutting this
Cut it right in half.
right in half so we have two pieces to use.
I think that's a great idea. Good idea, though. That was fast. That is a complicated geometry situation. Cut that top one a little shorter, it would
Yep.
just kind of like slot in, right?
Yep, I just want to make sure these two pieces fit nicely, which they do once we clean these edges up.
You want
So
to
we need
plug
the-
these in?
Yeah, we need the grinder.
Those fit together much better.
Let's try our little tape trick again.
Something like that.
Yep, that looks about right, yeah. Now, before we do that, okay, take off your hearing, take off your mask, let's talk for a second. So,
Stinks in here.
we're making our own exhaust system, right?
Yeah.
Important thing when having your exhaust system built is you kind of want both pipes to be the same length.
Oh shit. Right.
So now is our opportunity to make sure that the pipes are the same length. So we'll measure the length of the front pipe,
Right.
and then we're definitely going to need to add a straight spacer in between that and that
you know,
to get the pipes the same length. We have plenty of pipe.
right. We need a string.
Yes, we need a string. No, I was kidding. I was kidding.
Wait, we could just use an extension cord?
Maybe something that's a little bit more flexible,
Huh.
a little bit thinner than an extension cord. Like a string.
Oh, like a string. Oh, okay. Cool.
Do you have like twine in the house anywhere? Okay, now we need to measure this.
Is this hot? Is this hot? No hot. No hotness.
We need to measure this right here. Now we need to see if if adding the correct length to it is going to make this thing way too ugly.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? Because if this thing is like out here, you know, we don't really want that.
Is that when we sacrifice
A little-
performance for looks?
Yes,
Oh man, that's
Yes.
my favorite thing.
that's when we do that. What do you think? Is that too long?
I mean, let's tape it just so we can kind of.
All right, well, let's mark it with the marker.
Looks like an exhaust pipe.
Does look like an exhaust pipe, doesn't it?
I feel like I want to go back farther and look at it.
I don't think it's too long.
Here, I'll hold it.
Okie dokie, let's bust out the welder, get prepped for welding.
Woo! Prep for welder! Camera stop. Welder is being turned on. Welder is now on. So Brian, would you like to tack it or do you want me to hold it?
So you want me to tack it is what you're saying. You
No.
asked me if I wanted to tack it or if I want you to hold it.
Okay. Based on my standing position, I'm gonna hold it and you're gonna tack it.
Now when you're welding this in there, make sure you get it in there deep
Yeah.
and put a decent amount of weld in this first spot.
Yeah, you want it to be thick. Like ooshy thick.
Did you say like, ooh, she thick?
Yeah.
You tell your wife you said that.
No, it's a joke. Oh, shit. Thanks. And we're talking about metal here. And let me get a... So just like stick it in there, right?
Yep. Ooh, didn't stick.
So now we're just gonna tack weld all the pieces on?
Yep. We're gonna tack them, take all the tape off a little bit at a time and tack them, and then go back through and finish the weld.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Now you can weld it up.
Woo-woo. So it's weld the whole circle. We're gonna go back through and grind the gross off.
Yes, let's just get them all welded. We'll go back through, grind it all, and then go back through and finish weld.
So
Make sure it's all done. Did you want to put it in the...
yeah, I think I'm gonna put it in there just so I don't have to be bending over the table.
Ooh. Burning through it.
Did you burn through it?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I think I need to do less circular and more just like squiggles back and forth.
Or just speed up your...
Circles.
Yeah. Okay, I think that one is pretty welded shut.
Damn. Your welds go so much better than the ones I did.
Smaller spots.
Okay.
Like, don't hold the trigger as long.
Right. I was trying to get it to glob up.
Don't worry about it. The heat is enough that it should melt the two pieces of pipe together.
Yeah.
You don't need a whole lot of weld on it, because then when you go back over, there's not a lot of material that you're going over,
Right.
and you wind up with a smaller, slightly cleaner weld.
Okay.
I think I need to go back and forth more because when I do circles, I get these little openings here.
Make your circles smaller.
Yeah.
Make sure your circles
Like
overlap each other.
Little tiny ones.
So don't. It's not like circle, and it's not like circle, circle, circle. It's like
Yeah, just
swirl it all together. So if you can see, hold on, there's still a little space between there and there that you didn't get.
Oh, okay.
So start here and then work your way around. That'll be the last time you have to move the pipe.
Oh, okay.
That one look good too. You're getting the hang of it. The more you do it, the better it gets,
Yeah,
right?
I got a one little slot at the top though.
All right, we got this. Oh, we need to do up at the flange.
Right. That's better, but still, it keeps
I mean, it's not going to be perfect.
Oh, okay.
We're not using a MIG welder.
Damn, son, that one's good.
Right here, maybe leaving a little bit more.
So are those, like, that's where the metal didn't melt?
Where it comes together, yeah.
We can show the camera that. That'd be helpful to show them.
So what we are looking at is after we made our welds, we grind them down and we're looking for holes just to see if there's any. On this particular section of pipe right about here, you can see that perfect line. That's where the two pipes come together. And just because we could see the actual line, we're gonna go back through and we're gonna hit it with a welder again just to make sure that we get all those little tiny spots, otherwise they'll turn into exhaust leaks.
Is that looking better?
What's that?
Is that looking better?
Yes.
You can't see the holes anymore?
No, I think we're gonna be good.
Nice. And you just ran one quick line over where those holes were?
On this one, I just real fast over because it was so minute.
Right.
No, I think we're good.
Oh, it just, oh, okay. At first it kind of looked like that.
Right there, I think there's one little tiny hole.
Right.
But I think that's it.
Feel good about it?
Hopefully that'll do it.
What are you thinking, bruh?
I almost ground a hole in the pipe.
Don't do that.
Well, now I gotta weld it shut because it's thin.
Wait, let's show the hole.
Well, it's not quite a hole yet, but you see that blue spot?
Camera, come over here. Let's look at the hole Brian almost made a hole in. You're the hole. You're the camera. Come here, camera. How do you know that's almost a hole? Just because it's dark?
Because it's so thin that it got hot enough to turn blue.
Oh shit. So what's the fix for that? Glob
I'm
it
just
up?
gonna, weld around it and then fill the weld in.
Huh, all right.
Damn it! Now I really made a hole.
Oh shit.
It was thin, all right.
It was thin.
I just may have made a whole lot of work for myself.
Now, explain that.
It's just a big glob of molten metal. So I burned a hole in it, so you go around the edges and you add metal, add metal, add metal, add metal, add metal, and then you have to grind it back down again.
So now the extra work is you grinding it down, or?
Well, no, when I grind that back down, there might still be a hole in there, and if there is, then we're gonna have to cut a small piece of metal and weld it in that hole.
So we would have to use other pipe. This should be interesting.
Of course, it had to be like right on the,
The very last piece.
well, not only that, but like right on the bend.
Oh, so it wouldn't be as easy to weld over.
All right, that one's not as pretty as the rest, but it is sealed.
All right, let's take a closer on look. So you just did the thing you said you were going to do, just like spot around it and then grind
Yep.
it down?
You filled it and ground it and filled it some more and ground it and filled it some more and ground it until it was metal again.
So you're
Probably
just
looks
forcing
really
metal
ugly on the
into it.
inside,
But who cares what it looks like on the inside? You ain't even going to see the outside.
you saw I blew a hole in that thing and I filled the hole with the welder.
That hole was like
That was a good size hole, right?
I know. I was filming on the camera and I was getting a little worried, like, and you seemed to like you were getting a little annoyed with it, and I'm like, we might have us a problem. But
Well, the good thing is we have enough pipe to start over.
as long as we had a U piece and we have 2 U pieces left,
Yes.
like, yeah, we could literally remake every piece of pipe here.
Yep.
Thank God we don't have to do that. Yeah, dude, that's on. That's it. Okay, so from here, we don't have any of the high heat paint, but
Correct.
we're gonna douse these in blackness. We gotta grind this little ugliness off, but douse them in blackness, and then angle-wise, the exhaust are done then?
Exhaust is done.
Dude, custom exhaust from a freaking kit. After looking at all of the exhaust options for this bike and thinking back to when you were all just like, we could just make our own exhaust, I am so glad that we made
did.
our own exhaust.
Because we couldn't get anything like that.
I know for a fact because we looked.
We looked all over the
We looked
place.
at every exhaust that the Vstar 1300 had, and there was nothing that looked like that. And that's gonna it ain't even gonna be this. This is gonna be black and then wrapped in that.
It's
cool
gonna
wrap.
disappear on the bike.
Right. It's gonna be like this invisible, loud ass.
Yeah.
Like,
The pipes will not be in the way of anything else that's going on this machine. That's exactly what we were looking to do.
yeah. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. One thing I think we need to point out is these episodes, in retrospect, not a lot happens, but
It's a lot of work to make happen what we're making happen.
It shows the amount of effort that's involved and man hours involved
Yeah.
in a totally custom project.
Yes.
exactly, we're not buying a tailor-made exhaust and then just bolting it on. Like, it doesn't, like, if you say like, oh, you made half the exhaust in an episode, it's like, yeah, but we made the exhaust in that half episode.
You know, we are not an American Chopper
yeah.
where they have $20,000 welders and $50,000 pipe benders and $500,000 water jets where they can just program in what they want to be cut.
Those things sound really cool, though.
They are really cool and really expensive, and they totally make sense for some place that all they do is custom build everything.
Yeah.
You know, but for working out of you know, someone's
regular garage.
home garage,
Yeah.
to come through and make a set of pipes that may not be the fanciest pipes, they may not be the most beautiful pipes, but we made them,
Yeah.
and they're the shape and in the area where we wanted them.
Dude, I don't care what you say. I love the hell out of these pipes compared to what's out there. And we know all this information. We just want to make sure you guys understand that our whole point here is to learn as we go, try new things out, and like we're doing it out of a normal garage and we're like doing shit. It's not just like a bolt-on series. So you guys that get frustrated that we don't get a lot done in each episode, like this is how it actually is. If you actually want to build a exhaust from a kit for a bobber that you're building, this is realistic of what you're gonna have to be doing. And it's actually gonna take you guys longer because we have a team of guys here. So anyway, I think with that, I think we'll end episode 15. Tune in next time to see and hear what the bike sounds like for a brief period of time, what our custom exhaust sounds like. And thank you guys for watching to the end. You guys are fantastic. If you guys, again, want to check out all the behind the scenes stuff, watch the live stream that we streamed during this build, make sure to check out patreon.com/Chaseontwowheels, actually, is what the Patreon page is. That's our Wreck Bike Rebuild Patreon page. And other than that, yeah, that's where we are. We will see you guys on the next episode. Brian's been Brian. I've been Chase. And Luke has been the little floating camera guy. And we will see you guys on the next one. Later, guys. Outro crew, let us know what you guys think about the exhausts.
And I don't want to hear any cracks about the welding skills, okay?
Yeah, the couch welder guys are going in hard on these episodes, like brr, 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 brr. I'm a professional welder. What, you know what? I'm a professional YouTuber and I make content, but I don't give you shit. Brr, 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 brr. My God, it's rough.